If you only have one day to visit Disney's Animal Kingdom, what in the world should you do and how should you spend your time? If it's your very first time visiting and you aren't quite sure how to navigate a day at Animal Kingdom, we're gonna do it together. I'm gonna take you through how I like to rope drop, kind of rides I like to do, and different foods that you can eat as well. So let's go ahead and do Disney's Animal Kingdom. We are back out front of Animal Kingdom. It is 7 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, they open the gates for security. So that's why I always like taking one of the first buses from the resorts and hopping in since we have early entry. We made our way through security. Now we are looping around to the entrance of Animal Kingdom and it is 7:07. So we're gonna hop in line. They should open the gates around 7:20ish and then we can head to rides. So here we are at the park gates. It is currently around 7:11 and they usually let us in around 7:20 to go get to the area that we want to do the early entry at.
Are you guys Walt Disney World Resort Hotel guests? Yes. Beautiful. Once you guys come through our turnstiles, you guys are going to head over to the left-hand side. That's where they're going to verify that you are staying in one of our hotels.
As the cast member was saying, this is early entry and you're going to have to verify that you are a resort guest. I usually just use my magic band to scan in and you tell them how many people are in your party and they will let you through. But I'll show you that whenever we get into the park and get scanned in. But make sure you have all your tickets linked at this time so you can easily scan through the touch points. Okay, the park is open. It is 7:15. We're going to scan in and then get to Pandora.
One person right here, everyone else hang back.
Yay, thank you. Before we hop in, let's grab a little park map. To get to Pandora, we're gonna go to the left after you get through the entrance. Everybody's gonna be running this way because this is the most popular area to rope drop Animal Kingdom. This is the area that you scan for your early entry. Hello. Thank you. So you can just use your magic band. I think you can probably use your My Disney Experience app to scan in as well. As you can see, everybody is walking with purpose to get back to Pandora. As we're walking, the reason why I start in Pandora is because that has the most popular attractions here at Animal Kingdom. We're gonna start with Flight of Passage and then hop over to Navi River Journey. Flight of Passage is gonna be the one that you wanna start with because the line tends to move quicker early in the morning during early entry, and then it's usually no wait for Navi River Journey after you get off the ride. So let's do it. We made it in. This is always such a beautiful time at Animal Kingdom and I'm always so sad to miss it because I'm rushing right to Navi River Journey and Flight of Passage, but just take some time. I mean, look, there's no one in front of the Tree of Life. If you want to go take a quick little selfie, quick little photo, absolutely take advantage of that and then head over to wherever you want to rope drop. We got a couple of selfies, some time in front of the Tree of Life while nobody's there, and don't worry, I know you still see some people running. It's around 7:21. Early entry officially hasn't started. And the reason why I do take a little bit of time over there is because they do hold you at the entrance of Pandora. Here you can see a little crowd forming. So even though we didn't rush with everyone, it's still all right because they still hold you and the lines aren't open yet, if that makes sense. So don't be afraid to take a little bit of time in front of the Tree of Life. It'll just put you a little bit farther back in this crowd, but it's no worry at all. A little timestamp for you, 7:23, and we're making our way through Pandora. It is 7:29 and we are getting to the entrance of the line. Don't be intimidated by how the line looks. It does say 35 minutes standby wait at the opening. We're gonna time it. It is 7:30 now, so we will see how long it takes for us to get to the entrance. But this is gonna be your best bet, the best time to ride this attraction because it gets very long and popular later on in the day. They do have a test seat for this ride. If you want to make sure that it is comfortable for you, you can take a seat in it and see if you want to ride. This is why I love doing Flight of Passage first. Even though it looked really intimidating, like there were so many guests getting into line, that is the case, but look at how it's moving. There is so much space in this queue that you pretty much are just taking the time to walk through it. And by the time you walk to the actual entrance, you'll be able to do the ride. So I don't think it's going to take us a half hour to get on. So far, just for a time check, we are about 10 minutes in. And this is the very last room before you actually get onto the ride. It's 7:40. Here we are. This is the line we're going to wait in. So we'll see how long it takes. 7:43. We're making good time. We're in the pre-show.
Attention drivers, stow your gear on the back wall and then get onto the link chair the way we showed you in the video. For your safety, throughout this entire experience, remain seated, lean forward, holding onto the hand grips, and supervise your children.
Durante toda esta experiencia deberán permanecer sentados, inclinarse hacia adelante agarrando las barras y supervisar.
Well, that was Flight of Passage. It is 7:57 and we have 3 minutes left in our early entry, so we are going to race over to Navi River Journey before the standard park guests can get in. It is officially 8 o'clock and the wait time says 10 minutes. We're hopping in. I can't remember if I said this before, but the reason I start with Flight of Passage is because the line's going to get longer whenever you are done with Navi River Journey if you would have started there. The other reason why I like to start with it is because at 8 o'clock now is when they're going to start letting the standard park guests in, which most likely they're going to run to Flight of Passage as well, making the wait time even longer. So starting out with that one, you can check it off your list and have more time freed up later in your day here at Animal Kingdom. And look at this, there is no wait for Navi River Journey. Even though it says 10 minutes, I guarantee that it will be a walk-on, which means we're gonna have checked off both of the most popular Animal Kingdom attractions right early in the day, and you have the rest of the day to just explore and hang out. Yep, no wait at all. Just one. Thank you. Row 4. Yay! Here we go. We literally walked right on. It was a minute walk to get in here. Now that we are done with both of the Pandora rides, just to show you, at 8:11 the park is officially open. Flight of Passage says that it's a 45-minute wait, which isn't terrible, and Navi River Journey says 10 minutes. It's most likely a walk-on. If we come up here to the Safari, the Safari says that it is 25 minutes. Mickey and Minnie, it says that it is a 10-minute wait. Everest says it's a 5-minute wait, so that's not bad at all. Is Dinosaur at 5 minutes. The next thing that I would recommend doing in the day is the Safari, so that way you can see the animals whenever it is still early. As you get later on in the day, it gets warmer, so they like to go and hide and kind of sleep. I'm gonna go over to Mickey and Minnie since it is a 10-minute wait. I have not done that meet and greet before, so while it's low, I'm gonna go check that out, but you could always go to the Safari right after as well. This is a look at like some of the other park guests getting into the park. And even though the park is officially open, it's still not super busy here in the front of the Tree of Life, so you could always come and take a photo op as well on your way to the next attraction. Now that we have met Mickey and Minnie, we have done the Safari, before going to Expedition Everest, I would recommend Flame Tree Barbeque as a place to eat here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. It is delicious. I smell it right now. It smells so good. I have gotten the baked macaroni and cheese with pulled pork and then also the smoked pulled pork sandwich. Both are absolutely delicious, and this is a place you're not going to regret coming to at Animal Kingdom. It is so good. I recommend. We are making our way into Dinoland USA here. This is actually a whole area that is being renovated. It is turning into, I think, the Encanto house, and then Dinosaur is going to be changing into Indiana Jones. So this is some of the construction, but I'll show you the map so you can see what you can expect for the future of Animal Kingdom. Here is the Encanto house. That is going to be so cool. And then over here is where Indiana Jones is going to be, where the dinosaur ride is at. If it's anything like the one at Disneyland, it's going to be a really fun ride. So for the time being, all of this area is going to be closed off except for Dinosaur, depending on when you're visiting, to make way for those renovations. If you want a place for a fun photo, depending on the time of day, and a nice place to come and eat, is this whole seating area they have kind of in the middle of the park. They used to have some entertainment that came out in a nighttime show, but they don't do that anymore. So this is just kind of an empty area that not really many people come back to. You could come and just hang out. It does get really warm in the middle of the day because it is in direct sunlight. sunlight, but earlier in the morning, it's nice like this. The fun thing to do at Animal Kingdom too are the sit-down shows that they have. This is the Finding Nemo, the Big Blue and Beyond. This show is so nice. I love all the puppets that come out, but also there's multiple show times that you can see this show. So I would recommend doing this in the heat of the day, like the middle of the day, so that way you can get a break to sit down and also see the show. There is a lot of space in there, so even though there's an outdoor queue, it does move pretty quickly because there's a lot of space in there to hold a lot of guests. Now let's get to Expedition Everest. This is the main coaster in the park. It is very popular, but the thing about it is it has a ton of space on each of the ride vehicles. So usually the line actually moves pretty quickly, and the line usually isn't too long. The nice perk too is it does have a single rider line. Over to the very far right, this is the single rider line entrance, and there's almost never a wait for this. So if you're comfortable with splitting up from your party, no matter the time of day, this is what the ride vehicle looks like. I'm just showing you, it is 9:30 in the morning, and there is no wait for the single rider line. This is a nice little thing that you can take advantage of at Animal Kingdom, but let's go see the actual line. This is the actual entrance of Expedition Everest. It says a 20-minute wait time, which is not bad at all. Of course, when you're rope dropping, if you wanted to come here, there's gonna be no wait. You can ride this back to back, but even at 20 minutes, that's not bad here for mid-morning. There are so many great places to eat here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. I told you about Flame Tree Barbeque for like a lunch, but let's go back to breakfast. They have this stuffed pancake sandwich placed around different areas of the park. I had this a couple of trips ago, and it ended up being so good and exactly what I needed for the morning. It really hit the spot. This is available at Trek Snacks, but I also got it at Drinkwalla. So depending on where you're walking around, you could come and grab that snack for a breakfast snack. There's a water ride here at Animal Kingdom called Kali River Rapids. Truthfully, I've not ridden this in a long time, but it's at a 5-minute wait time now. You do get wet on this, but also Animal Kingdom is one of the hottest Disney World parks. This may be a good ride to do to cool down during the day. But one of the biggest things about coming to Disney's Animal Kingdom, of course, are the animals that are here. You have the safari, but there's also a ton of different nature walks that you can walk through to see different animals. Up here, we're going to go through the Maharajah jungle trek, and you can see tigers, different animals. We'll walk through and see it together. Here is the entrance of the walkthrough, and this is a nice thing in case lines are long at any point in time. Hello, how are you doing? This is a nice thing that you can just come walk through. It doesn't necessarily have a line. You can take as long or as little as you want, and you can just venture on through it. Earlier in the year when I visited, I wanted to come see Boxo, the baby tiger. He's probably pretty grown at this point, but we're gonna go and see if we can see him. The other thing that I like about these nature trails are they're different every time you come through, because there could be a different animal out or sleeping depending on when you're visiting. Here's an example of one of the enclosures. I'm not quite sure what's inside of here, but again, like I said, you never know what you might see. Something might be here that wasn't there before. Let's go inside this building. Ooh, it looks like we're gonna see bats. That's a little bit spooky. I don't know if you can see them, but up there are giant bats that are hanging. That is so cool. That's so fun to see. I don't see anything inside here now. I think this is where the tigers are. Always nice to come and keep a lookout. Look at the tiger, he's sleeping. There's another tiger. She's laying in the water. She has the right idea. That's probably really nice and cool. This is a whole bird section that you can walk through too. Look at all the little ducks. It's really beautiful in here, and look how close you can get. Oh my gosh, that one just flew down. As we're walking to one of the final things here at Animal Kingdom, I did want to tell you to be on the lookout for a very special character around the Tree of Life. Periodically throughout the day, you can see Kevin from Up walking around. She doesn't have a specified time of where or when she's going to be at a particular place, but keep an eye out for her because she's so fun to see in the park. Another fun activity is Rafiki's Planet Watch. This is something that I think gets overlooked here at Animal Kingdom. It is this train ride that takes you to a completely separate other area in Animal Kingdom. There's a little petting zoo. There's also a animation experience that you can actually draw and be walked through how to draw a Disney character, which is fun. So if you're looking for a thing to do, definitely head back to see Rafiki's Planet Watch. And in terms of shows, a very popular one here is the Lion King show. This is such a fun sit-down show that you can come and see. You can see all the Lion King characters. You can see performers. I love the jumping monkeys. They are so funny, but definitely add have the skier list during the day at Animal Kingdom, and it's a nice way to sit down and get a break from the heat. Another area that's really overlooked here at Animal Kingdom is the Tree of Life Garden. This is a nice little walking path that you can walk right beside the Tree of Life, which is the icon of Animal Kingdom. Here we are right under the tree. Look, there's no one around. It's a nice place to come and definitely get a selfie. Another thing you'll want to do during your day, make sure you're spending some time in Pandora in the evening. Animal Kingdom does close earlier compared to other Disney World parks, but if you're visiting whenever it is dark in the park, definitely head to Pandora because the ground is blue light, it lights in the evening, and all of the sounds are also super fun and immersive. So make sure you head to Pandora whenever it's dark out. So that is a look at what your day could look like here at Disney's Animal Kingdom, whether it's your first time or your first time in a while. These are all things that you can do in the park to help you have a successful day here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. But as I'm sure you can see, it is so hot and I am sweating. I just wanted to share a little video of the reality of visiting Disney's Animal Kingdom and why it is called one of the hottest parks here at Disney World. You can check out that video here. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your day here at Disney's Animal Kingdom, and we'll see you in the next video. See you guys.